Hello, everybody. Welcome to the $500 gaming PC build of the month. My name is Corey with NewbComputerBuild.com. The $500 build, who is this for? Well, if you have 500 bucks and you want to build a PC, this is probably for you. But there are some caveats, and there are some, if you're going to spend $500 on a PC, you're going to be aiming for a certain type of performance in games. So, for example, if you're wanting to max out at a million FPS at 4K resolutions, it ain't going to happen with this build. But this is a very accessible build that'll get you up in gaming, no problem. Play any game on the market. You just got you're going to have to be a little bit realistic with regards to what settings or presets you play in your games. And I know a lot of times these days, a lot of people think that they have to get the best of the best hardware in order to play PC games, but that's just not the case. So this build will get you up and running. And what I mean by that is what this build utilizes is a CPU with integrated graphics. So the graphics is built into the CPU rather than getting a discrete graphics card. And with that being mentioned, it saves on cost quite a bit, but it gives you that upgrade potential in the future. So if you add a graphics card in the future, it'll significantly boost your gaming performance. So I leave that as a caveat, because if you have a budget and you want to stick within it for your PC, well, this will get you gaming, but you can always have in the back of your head, you can save for more performance in the future. But let's get started with the $500 gaming PC build of the month for February. Jumping into it, the CPU. And actually, before we jump into it, realistically, what performance would you expect? Gaming smoothly at 720p to 1080p resolutions with settings scaled back is kind of what you'd expect with this build. Jumping into it, the CPU and this build, if you've been keeping up to date, the CPU has had a significant upgrade. From the previous AMD Ryzen 5 5600G, we now include the AMD Ryzen 7 5700G and are within budget still. So this is a significant upgrade. And actually, the CPU was the upgrade suggestion in the past. So we've been able to squeeze that in within budget, which is phenomenal for this build. So this CPU comes in at $178 at the moment. But if you do want to actually save more than $500, you could also still consider the AMD Ryzen 5 5600G and save a little bit of money there and come well under budget. The cooler included with this build is included with the CPU, which is the AMD Wraith Stealth Cooler, a great air CPU air CPU cooler. And the motherboard we have is the Asus TUF Gaming A520M Plus motherboard. This actually it's a micro ATX board, and it includes onboard Wi-Fi, which is phenomenal for a budget board. This comes in at $99.99. Like I said, graphics card not included, but it includes integrated Radeon RX graphics on the CPU. Memory we have is the Corsair Vengeance LPX 16GB kit of DDR4 memory at 3600 megahertz, $57.99. Storage, Crucial P2 500GB NVMe SSD, $39.99. Power supply is the Thermaltake Smart 500-watt power supply to power this at $34.99. And then the case to bring it all together is the Zelman S2 mid-tower gaming PC case at $59.99. And like I said, super excited this month because we came in well under budget. So the budget, $500, upgraded the CPU, and we come in at $461 estimated at the beginning of February 2023. So this is great. So if you're planning a budget build, this is a budget build, and you can go further budget if you include the previous CPU that we included in this build that actually came in at the time, because all hardware is a little more expensive, closer to $500. But I digress. So overall, a fantastic budget build. If you were planning for $500, I had some upgrade suggestions for you if you want to get even more performance out of this or want some upgrade ideas for the future when you do have a larger budget. You could consider a graphics card upgrade. Add a graphics card, your gaming performance will go way higher than what you can get out of the base build, such as the Gigabyte Radeon RX 6500 XT for $169.99. Or you can increase your memory to a Crucial Ballistics 32GB kit, 3200 megahertz kit, $119. Again, I probably wouldn't recommend that over upgrading your graphics card, but if you do need more memory at some point in time, that's an option. Or you could increase your memory storage by about double with the Crucial P2 1TB NVMe SSD at $82.77. So if you need more storage, that's another consideration. But that does it for the $500 gaming PC build of the month for February 2023. If you have any questions, comments, anything like that, visit the site newbcomputerbuild.com. or as you're building or planning your build or upgrading your build, whatever it is, leave a comment, visit the site. More than willing to help out. But until next month, or if you're planning next month, look forward to having you back. But until next month, best of luck building your gaming PC.